Yes, sir. We are back for another live Sunday analysis on this Australian dollar. This beautiful, trending, side winding ass pair. Crazy volatility we experienced on Friday. So we're gonna talk about that and how I could have played it because I did get hit pretty hard on Friday, but that was just pure greed. So we're gonna talk about it all. That we're gonna overcome and growing these charts are becoming comfortable with what the market gives you. Simple as that, because greed is the only thing that leads to you trying to pull out something more that's available to you. So we're gonna try to diminish that as we move forward, and keep it moving like that. You did. So let's see what we got playing in the background. We got some. Let's change it. Okay, so right now we're looking at the 1 hour chart, and as you can see, this move pretty much broke through. It was I would say, maybe more of a true breakout to the upside throughout this whole consolidation period from, what was that, the 17th? I think it was, yeah, Monday. So we had Monday open right here at this low, at that low. And as you can see right over here on Friday, we did tap into that low before pushing higher. And this wasn't any news. We were trying to figure out what the cause, you know, but I would say through all those heavy sales that we've been experiencing for the past few weeks or months, this could be, you know, one of the telltale signs that we're about to get a trend reversal due to the fact that the banks and money makers, market makers, are exiting out of their heavy positions. Once you sell off all your heavy positions, you have to put in a buy. That's how the game works. You sell to a buyer. So in essence, when you sell in the market, you place in a buy trade. So that's what I'm saying. You buying it back cheaper. So with that being said, that could have been a reason why it jolted up. It's Friday. Everybody want to close their trades, kind of be out of the market on Friday. So who knows? But it happened. And what I wanted to point out was that this was Monday's open right here, this low, right on this candle right here. And we tapped all the way into that, taking out that low. And the previous, for Wednesday, this was the low of the week. Besides the open, the main low, this was the initial low for the week on Wednesday. I believe that was Wednesday. Yeah, on Wednesday. Well, Wednesday, Monday, Thursday night. Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Because this was midnight. So that was going into Thursday morning. And then we saw a big push up. It came back down more than more in lower volatility type of manner than it did on the push up. Gradually we saw some low volatility in London, and then once New York happened, we flexed volatility that Thursday night into London, and we start to see more volume coming to the market right as the London New York crossover happens. Thus, we see tapping down into these lows, the low of the week plus the main low of the week on Monday. And markets push higher. This I want to notate. This was actually Sunday's open down here, going to this low. And if you will, this was the first pullback of some sort. You know, this is the 1 hour, so it's a smaller time frame, but this is our first kind of initial pullback from that low, coming into Sunday, going into Monday to start the week of last week. And right on Friday at 7 a.m., market dropped down in that area and pushed higher. So lesson learned is, overall, look at key levels, weekly opens, for sure daily opens, highs, lows. You want to notate your weekly opens, highs and lows, because market could mitigate those, whether it could be in the beginning of the week or at the end of the week, like it did here. Another consolidation throughout the week, and then we took out lows, tapped into old supply and pushed higher, older demand and pushed higher. And that's basically what happened. Like I said, inversely, I thought this push higher, and in essence a fake out, was the true fake out move, and then we were going to experience selling off into the continuation of the bearish movement we've been experiencing for the past few weeks to few months. And I can prove that. I'll pull up the daily. You'll see what I'm talking about. Since really, since April, we've been in a bearish market. We've been dropping since then. I wouldn't say structure truly isn't broken until we break above the 65.30, 65.50 zone. Till we break above there, we still pretty much in the bearish trend. We're just starting to see a potential of trend change. This is the beginning stages of trend change. Just like all these were beginning stages, but it didn't break above this previous high. This swing up didn't break above this high. This swing up didn't break above this high. So in essence, we're getting lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. So bearish market right now. This could be creating another lower high to then take out the lower low and create a new lower low. But we won't know that until, I say, middle to end of the week. So we just got to wait on that. But through all these wick rejections that we were experiencing this past week, we did get a daily close above that. So we do have to notate that, like I said, that's more telltale sign that we may be reversing for a trend to start to go bullish. But we got to wait further into the week to see how this daily candle play out this wick rejection area, or resistance, if you will. Being that we broke out of that resistance, we would be looking for a nice pullback to continue bullish, if that's the case. If not, this move was the formation of a larger fake out, and that was just to get traders into buy positions so the market maker can sell it off to those buyers. They were expecting the market to go high. It's enticing for buyers, so we're going to sell it off. And then when you close out of your buy positions, what do you have to open up to get out of the sell position? So if people took profit on these buys, they bought lower, sold higher. So what do the banks want to do? They want to catch more of this sell action, probably fill more of their orders up in this area where it pushed down. catch the rest of those orders, entice people on buying, and then sell off again, a strong sell off. Like they'll just load up on the orders and sell off from that same zone. So it's just a waiting game, man. But we're gonna notate this previous high and low. I think the last one we had on here was right up in here. Just Wednesday is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. So that's a Tuesday. These margins we have set, but nonetheless, let's do the previous daily high. So it's up here, previous daily low. Down there. And the perfect line is going to be New York midnight open. And the most recent one we have is right down here. But we have it set to Central Time, so we want to lock it into the New York time, which is an hour before. So we're going to go to 11 o'clock where we're going to set ours, because 11 o'clock Central Time is midnight NYC. So I can play that. So we'll put it on the open. The open is up here on the body of this candle, right on this red bearish candle. That was the open. New York midnight. That's that right there. Right here on the Chizzy. Chad. I don't go on dates. But I will take you out. All right, man, let's jump back to the charts. I was on the chat. That's spam shit. So, with that being said, previous day was bullish. We did close above the previous bearish engulfing. So, in essence, we kind of want to be looking for bullish setups. So we want to be looking for engulfing setups on the 1 hour off of support. And it would be nice to have a color change. That's added influence for that buy, to catch a nice little retracement of this bullish breakout. Let's see. This is the resistance we experienced. And then we had a strong breakout. So now we would expect a retracement and then a push higher. But let's be mindful also, and I want to notate this. This consolidation broke out to the downside. And guess what this could be, this push higher? That could be the retracement from this bearish breakout. So let's be mindful of that too. We could be seeing a nice reversal. And the way we would confirm this is if we would get a daily candle to close all the way down here. Trying to attack these lows, if you will, because you see on every daily we attacked all the lows. So that was more signs that let us know we was potentially going bearish. But with this breakout, this fake out, if you will, we could be experiencing a sell-off and a continuation of this bearish movement that we've been experiencing since April. So we would just want to probably look at the 4 hour and the 1 hour to see if we get in a lower high, lower low scenario playing out. So let me see. Look on the daily. We want to be, yeah. The yellow line. Situation now. If this 1 hour engulfed this, and that would have been a perfect setup. You know, we're basing it off of a nice resistance out of this consolidation from previous 2 weeks. Had a breakout right here, and then bam, get a retest. So before we get a nice push down, we could be seeing consolidation play out. You know, maybe try to push higher, take out these highs, and then sell out. But we're gonna wait for that. Like I said, we want to engulfing patterns seem to be one of the great candlestick patterns to look for to catch you in some nice interest. Like you see this right here, late in the evening. Even though this is a 4 hour, we got a nice engulfing pattern going into 7 p.m. and then to continue going bullish. Here we had a nice engulfing pattern now for support, but we probably would have got stopped out if you'd have had your stop loss above here, or you'd have had it above the previous swing high. You might have been safe, but nonetheless, it sold off. Then you get another engulfing here, but that was early in the morning. You would have caught that at 5 if you was up. If not, you get a nice sweet one right when the new daily candle open, and selling off into that Friday morning. So that would have been a nice sale, attacking these lows. And this is where we at right now with this crazy rejection candle we saw on Friday early in the morning, 9 a.m. So yeah, like I said, that is a real strong bullish candle. So I would like to see a strong reversal for this to be a true fake out. We see some support being held right up in here, and then we turn around and go higher on this 4 hour. It shows better on the 1 hour. So we got this breakout we see right here, and start getting some support up in this price area, which is like 63.30, up in that zone. And we see a bullish engulfing on the 1 hour off this newfound support. That would be a nice entry for buyers. So nice entry for sales, and we want to see the market tap back up into this resistance, give us a nice bearish engulfing, and then we can sell off into these lows and hopefully break that low and continue bearish. Yeah, this is what we call patiently wait. Something I should have done on Friday. But like I said, I got caught into this selling pressure. No news. There was no news on Friday, but after we broke, really this engulfing candles what got me. After I got this engulfing, I saw this engulfing off that New York Open. I got it. Was not expecting the market to push higher like it did on Friday. I mean, at 9 o'clock. So, but one thing you want to realize, you gotta let the candles close. And granted, yeah, the price wicked lower below this previous low, but we didn't get any continuation going low. We didn't get any kind of structure, any kind of retest, maybe breaking low, retest, and then breaking low, retest up here and breaking low. Like we didn't get none of that type of structure. So that was a big telltale sign that we were not continuing on this bearish trend at the end of the week. And I think Scully, Jay pointed that out on Friday in the Telegram chat that we're going to see some rejection from these lows. And he was dead ass on it. Because after price created this wick, no, it did not fill it, which it should have. That would have been some nice volatility to fill that wick. But that was just more confirmation that we were not going to continue bearish. And price created a extreme bullish candlestick at 9 o'clock in the morning. Probably one of the biggest candlesticks we've seen all week. If I go back, yeah, this is Sunday right here. This is low. That was Sunday. So, just being aware of what's going on throughout the week, key levels, weekly highs, weekly lows, daily highs, daily lows of the previous day. Overall highs and lows on the weekly and the monthly. Like the market will like to tap into these areas on a day that's so far away from that old low or that old high that if you don't have a great grander scope to look at what the market is doing, you won't realize why the market dropped as low as it did. Not only was it taking out these lows, not only was it taking out the low of Monday, but it also tapped as low as, let me see, let me get this closer. It tapped as low as, there's a price on Sunday. Bam. Look at these lows. Smooth, equal lows we saw on Sunday. One of the first pullbacks before we started moving higher. And where that price tap into on Friday? Right there. And then push higher. So we just need to notate. Now, granted, coming from this big push, yeah, you would want to see a nice reversal, a nice strong reversal. And if we break these lows right here, this whole little zone, if we break the low of this wick, or even the low of this body for that matter, in a strong fashion, not a weak body, but a strong body, then that could show us continuous selling pressure. Otherwise we'll see more wick rejections, and then all we doing is waiting for a nice bullish engulfing of this new support, and we take buys. Like I said, it probably won't be tonight. It'll be nice, but it probably won't be tonight. But Monday morning we'll be ready and willing to set up, to take these easy setups, man. It's a beautiful thing to be patient, but being greedy, trying to make big losses, or trying to show your fellow traders or someone you don't even know your success, that's not even the reason to be in this, bro. Like, I've been doing this for 4 to 6 years, and I can tell you, you get farther in this game sticking to a consistent schedule, strategy, and mind frame going into these markets. And speaking on mind frame, knowing when not to trade, when you're not all there in the head. It could be like stress or just too busy. You don't have time for it, so no force time. It's gonna be another trading day like this. Like you low-key could have waited all week and not taken any setups. I mean, this is Monday. Look at the market. Market moved higher, choppy, moved lower. But in a choppy fashion, came back down here, then back higher. No, that wasn't the move. Turn right back around. Started getting a little choppy, low volatility all the way from midday Thursday, leading into Friday morning. Like just nothing but low volatility, no volatility really in London, except this little crazy situation you see right here. But other than that, nothing. And then all of a sudden Friday you get a swing low, take out all stops, even tap into the low. The first initial pullback on Sunday, right here. And then we continue and push higher for, let me see how many pips that she could have gotten. I say a good entry would have been like maybe up in here, wait until it broke up here. So let's say for this 62.82, breaking this little resistance area. And then the market tap back into it for another entry, push higher. But nonetheless, let's say if you got in at 62.80, to say for even number 62.80, you push all the way higher to 63.90, damn near 64. That was over 100 pips, max 120 on one trade on Friday. So you could, like I said, you could have not traded all week just because it was so choppy. Just, take it for what it is. It's choppy markets. It's not trending bullish. It's not trending bearish. It's choppy. And then waited for something crazy like this on Friday after the fact, and then got a retest. Yeah, what was the retest? Let's see. Market pushed higher, broke this resistance, then retest down here at 10 a.m. Come on, man. That's still great time. So we got slim in this thing. What's up, my boy? I don't know if you're talking, but I can't hear you. But you already know we're running these charts you did. I ain't got you. Do I have you muted? Hold up. There you go. I can hear you.
Whoa. What up, fam?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up? You already
Hey,
know.
man, just listening in. Loving this shit, son. So I'm just, soaking up game, brother.
Nah, facts. Anybody just chop it up, go over the news for the week. See what kind of news we about to have for the week.
Shit, I seen a lot of tips to grab.
Oh yeah, man. It was crazy on Friday. Like it was a real choppy market all week. So it was I mean, even though it was still pips to grab on the hourly time frame, but it was choppy enough to where if you didn't trade, it was worth it to not trade all week. And then you could have waited for Friday and caught easy over 100 pips.
Damn.
Yeah, very easy over 100. And that's the second week that happened. I think last week I had caught like 110 on one day. I don't know if it was a Friday or something, but
yeah, boy, that's a blessing right there, cut.
Mm-hmm. But as you can see, we actually got news that just came out. Well, not just came out, but 6 o'clock. We had news came out right when the market opened. So that would show why we got such a nice push when market open, and I'll show that on the charts. But we did get news on Sunday, which is rare.
Okay.
But Monday, we got news, USD high news, S&P Global Services, Global Trend, 945. Then Tuesday, what we got? We got a lot of news. We got a lot of news for Australia dollar. Got inflation rate coming out at 8:30, so that's gonna be a big market mover. So if anybody in trades, be cautious on your trades on Tuesday, because the market could do some crazy things on that news release. I mean, you got like over 6 news releases all high for Australian dollar. So
Oh shit.
CPI coming up. Yeah, it's gonna move.
People gotta
Wednesday
start
we got
strategizing.
new man. We got to. Wednesday we got new home sales. So that's gonna be a big market push. See what kind of new homes are being sold. If it's going up or
And boy,
going down.
when that housing market changed in the next coming months or whatever,
We go
boy.
and we go see it every month.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They come out with these news releases and they show you based on are the new homes selling more or are they selling less. If they're selling less, then they know we head into that sweet old recession. Even though they classify we already there, but it's gonna really
Yeah.
be there. Yeah. And Thursday, we got initial jobless claims, continuous jobless claims for the USD. This is every Thursday. We get the same news release on every Thursday. So for a lot of people that trade the news, this is like an easy, sweet trade. For any pair that's trading against the US dollar, this news release comes out every Thursday. So you could just trade on one day out the week and probably make some nice sweet change if you're familiar with that trading style.
Mm.
And then Friday, we got Michigan consumer sentiment, some personal spending month on month. So this week gonna be crazy. Every day we got news. So
Yeah, it sounds like a busy ass week in the market, son.
it's
Like
a
for real,
yeah.
for real. A busy week in
This is
finance news.
this will be a week to look at the daily and see what type of structure is being created or what type of prices is taking out old structure. And then if we go to the charts, I can kind of go into that.
Mm.
You look at the chart, you look at the day, and you see we've been going down. It's proof in the
Yeah,
pudding. We've been going down since April. This is April of this year. This is the high point. We've been dropping since then.
yeah, I see
So
that shit.
you want to go with the trend. You don't want to be looking for buy in this market. You want to be looking for the nice sweet sale. So this area that we're in right now is setting up for a nice sweet sale opportunity, but we have to on a lower time frames to get an entry. But basically, as you can see, little consolidation period where and then we broke lower. This
Okay.
level that it couldn't break all these highs that it could, that's a support. That's support. And all these levels that it tried to go higher but couldn't break higher are resistance. And when you got area validation, because you want to go higher or want to go it on. So eventually we broke right here. Price started breaking lower and came down to this. So now price pushing back higher to this old support, this old support. Pushing back high and it's starting to reject it. So what we want to do is go on a lower time frame, and we want to see price give us a nice engulfing candle from this resistance area, and we already got one right here. This is an engulfing candle. When you get a candle pushing higher, and then another candle following that, covering that whole candle. So as you can see, this green candle push higher, and then we got a red candle covering that whole price. That's an engulfing candle. Same thing right here. You got price push lower, and then this green candle pushed all the way above it and closed higher. That's an engulfing.
Ready to pair.
Another right here. So
Okay.
we got all kind of scenarios. Yeah. And that's all we look for, bro. That's all we look for day in and day out. Real tough.
Bro. Shit.
Shit,
Shit, I know that point that you was just at. I know that had to be a good day right there, where that green shot up at that one pip right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This whole move, Yeah, this big push up, that was all Friday.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. 100 pips from this area right here, this pinpointed area right here, all the way up to here. That's 100 pips. If you would
Yes,
have caught it
Lord.
from down here, yeah, nigga, that's damn near like 180, damn near 200.
Damn, boy, 200 pips on a trade, boy, that's nuts right there.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's
The boy Jay
the
on here?
opportunities. I don't know. Let me see. I ain't hear nobody. Let's see. Nah, just me and you. He said he was gonna jump on late. He was into something right quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, but this shit is easy, bro. The only thing that's difficult is emotions, and one of the main emotions that get into it is greed.
Right.
This shit will
That's always
tell
in my
you how
mind
greedy
too.
you are. Oh yeah, this market shit will tell you how greedy you actually are as a human. Like you ain't gotta, nobody gotta determine it. You ain't gotta take no psychological test. Nah, nigga, just start trading and start actually making some money and really get the hang of this shit. You'll start to see how greedy you really are. When you
I know.
realize you
I'm
can
glad.
just make money.
Like I'm
Talk of a
glad I'm
butt.
watching y'all and learning from y'all, well, because knowing me,
Facts.
if I would have hit some pips and like I'm like shit, I'm gonna stay in. Like, if I can hit 100, I'm gonna try to hit. I'm gonna try to go for 150.
Facts.
And
That's
then next thing you know,
all
crap, I'll
facts,
lose
bro.
all your shit. Right.
Come on, bro. You speaking all facts, bro. So that's good that y'all have us to feed off of. Being that we've been in this game for over 3-4 years. We done seen all kind of market conditions and all the type of emotions that will come out of you. So we could like kill
Right.
all that noise. Yeah, man. You start running it up, man. Throwing some money on this shit.
I need to jump in probably the next week or so. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
man.
planning.
Start off with like a small amount just to get your feet wet, and then just stack on the side, bro. That's all you gotta do.
Real shit. Real shit.
That's all you gotta do. Just to get your feet wet. Because initially, like I tell any new trader, when you really get the hang of this shit, or you really feel comfortable, like I could place a few trades a day, or I could place 5 to 10 trades a week. I got enough time. I understand a little bit. I've been following 6 and J. I kind of know this shit. They go help me. When you got to that level, I would say a good anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 is you go change your
Man.
and put that in there. And it's not, and trust me, it ain't just stacking to the side. It's also you starting off with an initial 100, 250, 500, and growing that on the side while you stack up. You'll be surprised in about a year and a half to 2 years time how easy you can save up that money just throwing $50 in your account and stacking it. Like you ain't got to necessarily save it in a bank account. You could save it in your trading account and just mitigate your risk. We'll be your helping hand to where you won't be taking dumb trades. You won't be getting all excited because we'll kill all that noise for you. Being that you learning from somebody that got experience, it'll just be
for sure.
You'll look at it how the rich look at it. You just making percentages, nigga. It's all about percentages.
Bet.
Yeah,
but I look forward to that shit. Like I've been telling you, so you already know how I feel about this shit. I've been trying, I've been wanting to get into it. Just certain situations came up and shit, but we getting shit back on track.
No, you already know we be talking about it offline and shit. I already know the deal.
Yes, sir. What you over there clipping, son? Clipping wood stems, man?
Yeah, you already know hitting the wood. Let
Yep.
us know what's good.
Facts. Teaching and breaching. Man, I plan on
Yeah.
being on that same wave tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. Tomorrow for sure. I'm trying to aim for that, nigga. Fuck, I need to get that in my life.
Real tough. That Uber shit is lit, man. That's a new wave.
Nigga, come
If
on, son. It's like
you're
a
trying to work in
like
corporate, if you're trying to work a corporate job, you have some sort of it's a nice stepping stone. I ain't gonna say turn into a career, even though some people have. I mean, I done met people that have been driving for fucking 7 years, 8 years and shit, but you know, hustle that money up, keep your head down, and stay out of people's business. Stay in your own lane, stack your bread up, and before you know it, then you have some money to do something with, whether it's real estate or maybe putting some cars on tour or whatever kind of hustle you got, you'll have that money. Hey, you heard the music jump up louder? Oh, that's because he jumped out. Yeah, he back.
I was just making sure you can hear me in this thing. I had to put in my earbuds and shit. I was gonna go downstairs and prep some dinner real quick.
Yeah, he good. I can hear you.
For sure. So it's gonna be a busy week for the FX bros and everybody tuned in. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Well, speaking of trades and shit, bro, thinking of, wealth and stuff, I just saw a one of one Mercedes-Benz Mansory S63 Diamond Edition. One of one. And
What you
boy,
mean? You
that mo-
saw it in Houston?
hell no, son, that shit was just on
Oh,
my stories on the
oh,
real
I'm
on
about to
fucking
say.
Facebook. But I think that shit was all the way in fucking Milan somewhere.
I'm about to say.
Nigga, that
You
bill
know
was
what jumped
Pepsi
up in
Blue.
price? The damn
What?
remember the Mercedes McLaren AMG with the wing doors?
Oh, you talking about the SLR?
SLR, yeah.
Hey, yeah, I know them shits. Like,
Yes.
what it jumped up to?
Shit, they only made them from 2006 to 2009 or 10, I think. And the cheapest one you could buy is like 480. The highest
I could
one,
definitely believe that.
they got on there, that whole got like 700 miles, and they got asking 1.1.
Look, they got one. They got the convertible edition. What was that? Oh damn, what's the name of that car, man? It had the exhaust was up by the front end by the engine and shit. You know what I'm saying? It had two pipes sticking out the front fender behind the wheel well. You know what I'm talking about? So when that shit dropped and it didn't even have a windshield, son. So when that shit dropped, it came out like at a million, 2 million type shit. I'm gonna see if I can find this the name of this car and tell it to you real quick. You can find it.
I'm about, I'm about to look it up on channel right now, but to show it, I'm about to share it on the screen.
Let me see. Mercedes.
I'm gonna search it right now. Watch it. I'll show you.
What was the name of that freaking car? It was the SLR, the Sterling Moss. The Sterling Moss, nigga. Hold up, let me see. Sterling Moss price. Let me see.
You looking at the screen?
Yep, that yeah, I see. Yeah, that's the Sterling Moss, that black one.
This one right here?
It look No, hold on. Matter of fact, let me see. Nah, no, cause
McLaren's.
that got a windshield. No, that got a windshield. Look up
See
Sterling
like
Moss.
this one.
Stirling. The SLR Sterling Moss edition. Wait till you see that
So,
bitch. Nigga, type it in, bitch.
no, I'm just looking at the prices on her.
I know, bitch, but look up Sterling Moss on their website. They got that whole on DuPont, bitch.
Nah, I'm about to look at. I'm just looking at the prices on here, fam. I got you.
You see that shit? How much they want?
Oof.
Yeah, son. You know how much they want for this shit, son? On this website I'm looking at in 2018, this shit was going for 3 million. You heard me?
Yeah, 3 million. Yeah, it ain't on here.
Well, Google the Sterling Moss then. Mercedes-Benz Sterling Moss. I need you to see that shit, son, one time. And honestly, I only seen them things in books and stuff. I've never seen one at a car show. I've never seen one anywhere, son, like Pharrell or anybody else ever have one.
Let me see.
Only like some Richard Branson type dude would get that kind of car.
Oh yeah, I see it. It do look the McLaren.
Yeah, yeah. So that shit is sick. I want to see. Let me see how many were made.
75.
Boy,
That's how many we made.
yeah. That's why that shit was. That's why that shit go all only go up. Oh, okay. So the Mercedes they only had 75 examples of the Sterling Moss as homage to the fabled 300 SLR, which Sir Sterling Moss drove to victory at the 1955 Mille Miglia. Hmm.
Nice.
Shit, boy, for the you know what I'm saying? They should have gave one. They should have gave the first one to his estate. Stupid ass.
That's probably what they gonna do.
They
Find
probably
the
did that
first one
shit.
and give it to him. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, man, that shit is crazy.
We might see a pie. We got
Well,
an
hey, let me
engulfing
get you
candle
right.
in 15 minutes. Yeah,
L-
tap in.
Let me. I got you, fool.
We got an engulfing candle on the 15 minute, just like how we did on Friday at 30. So let's see how it plays out. This is the last 15-minute candle to close out this hour. So we did get a break below this little area. based off this old high right here. Rotate that right quick. So it'll be better to get a close below here. That's what we're looking for. Looking for a close below this area. So basically what I drew, this is just basically the support zone. I'm saying the 1 hour is kind of rejecting from and respecting. It's based off this old high right here on Thursday high in that morning, 10 a.m. You can see it better on the 15-minute. Zoom out a little bit. That's the high right there. Broke in, had a little consolidation, continue higher, and now we're down into that price. So overall, based on what Friday did, I would think it would probably want to sell off a little bit more before it turns around, but it could turn around right here. Honestly, as long as we don't get no strong close below and a continuation on the lower time frames, 5-15 minute, I don't see why this thing can't continue higher. Granted, if it's down here on this first initial swing high on the 15-minute, that's up to the markets to do and for me to figure out. Simple as that. I can't make any determinations till after something happens. So you must be patient, and it's in your best interest to wait for these candles to close. And I would go as far as the 4 hour. This 4 hour did not engulf the previous one, so that's more signs that we still got bearish momentum in play. And this next 4 hour candle will close at 1 a.m. based on the charts I have. So we're going to wait till really close to around that time. I probably won't be up to experience that 4 hour close, but these next 2 to 3 hour candles, I can and will stay up to see how markets develop. And I just want to point out too, we like for these engulfing candlestick patterns to happen off of the color change system. And basically, we need 2 consecutive similar colored candles to form a trend direction formation, at least 2 or more, whether it's in a pullback or a continuation of the trend, regardless what it is. We see a pullback situation right here with 2 bearish candles, and then we get a bullish candle color change, which also is engulfing that off of this resistance turn support. That is our bread and butter entry. Another thing that I can point out is that when you get engulfing candles, but not off of a strong color change system, meaning that we didn't get a consecutive green bearish flow of candles. We got 2 right here, and then we got a color change, but it wasn't engulfing. And we get another bearish candle, but that was engulfing, but it wasn't following the true color change system. So a lot of these situations I've been seeing based off the previous week, now that we know that the previous week was a heavy consolidation week, I see a lot of engulfing candlesticks that either were quickly stopped out or that did not follow the true color change system. Like you see here, off its color change off of these 3, well, shit, this nigga's 9 consecutive bullish candles, get a color change engulfing off of this resistance, and then we get it to stop out. That was a losing trade. You would have stops above here, and as you can see, market push high and stop you out. Now, granted, you do get a color change here on from a support, but it's not a true color change. And true support down here, which you probably would have been better waiting for that market to tap down into that, which it did right here. Then give you engulf true color change. As you can see, this was the reason why market pushed as high as it did. It was kind of giving you signs without the initial setup that we look for, but nonetheless, it was at least 2 or 3 entries you could have got in here, you know, based off of breakouts, pullbacks, yada yada. Smaller time frames. I'm pretty sure the 15-minute showed a lot of reversal action that you could have caught on that buy. You know, so it's a roll of the dice because there was no news, no reasoning for that big push up, but just banks and market makers getting out of their trades on Friday, closing it off for the week. That's what all I chalk it up to. And then again, good engulfing, but not from a color change. We do get an engulfing color change, right? We got the continuation of bearish candles. We get an engulfing. It's a color change, but as you can see, quickly got stopped out. And it was off of this nice little, so that's what I'm saying when the market was doing a lot of play, but give you the high point of the week, which was the 18th. We did get a nice color change and engulfing. 9 o'clock in the morning. This is a sweet setup, and I think I caught this setup too. Stops above here. Did not hit your stop loss, and you could have ruled all week. And you probably would have got stopped out right here. So nonetheless, if you would have had targets down here, it was still a nice little 316 down here to 2, so 86. So it's a nice 30 pip move. Easy money. 20, 30 pips. I take it all day. We get another little engulfing situation. Nice setup. It's at midnight. If you was up late, you would stops above here. Then get stopped out. Attacking these lows again. So that probably was an even better situation. Probably would have grabbed a nice 40, 30 to 40 pips easily on that one. So like I said, it was some setups. And on Monday, we didn't get no color change, no engulfing. We got engulfing here, but it wasn't a true color change. So on Monday, Sunday going into Monday was really no real surefire setups. I mean, if this was a bearish candle, this would have been a color change setup too, right here. Stops below here, you could have caught those buys, but that was not the case. And we didn't get a surefire entry until that morning. You know. So, like I said, go for what you know. Keep your stop losses tight. If you see price approaching your stop loss, it's not a bad idea to get out early, you know, save your money, but, you know, let the trades play out. You should always be looking for at least a 2 to a 3 to 1 trade. So what I mean by that, if you was to enter here, whatever your stop loss is, if you would again right here, if your stop loss is up here and that stop loss was 30 pips, then you will want to be looking for 90 pip take profit. That's a 1 to 3, or 60 pip take profit. That's a 1 to 2, or 2 to 1, 3 to 1, 2 to 1. A 1 to 1 is 30 pips. Stop loss 30 pips, take profit 30 pips. It's a 1 to 1. Stop loss 30 pips, take profit is double of 30 pips, which is 60. That's a 2 to 1. So you want to be looking for at least a 2 to 1 type of setup. And you just got to realize, like, do you expect the market to drop 60 pips? So let's say if you did get in here, which this is not a setup, but I'm just giving you risk to reward. So let's say we want to get in 63.50. That's where we at right now, roughly. 63.50, 63.80 is up here. That's a cool stop loss. I mean, you know, it's above these highs, but the old high is up here. And if we want to add 20 more, it's 50 pips plus another 10. So that's 60 pips right here. That's a 60 pip stop loss. So 60 pips below would be 90 right here. That's 60. If you want to do another 60, which is a 2 to 1, which is 120 pips, that is 60 from that 30s, 30 down here, which I could see the market coming down here. So let's say for shits and giggles, the old terminology, let's go and enter a sale. It's just to show risk to reward. I'm into a very low measly sale. And then we're gonna enter here. Like I said, this is not my ideal setup. I look for engulfing candles off of support or resistance. And more so, we look for color change engulfing candles off of support and resistance. This is an engulfing candle. Yes, this is a nice little setup. You know, I wouldn't be too shy to take that trade, but I wasn't at the chart, so there you have it. But even if we entered there, that's 69.70 roughly. You putting the take stop loss up here, that's 40 pips. 40 pip stop loss. 70, 40 pips would be 30. That would be a 40. Take profit. Another 40 would be 90, would be here. And then another 40 would be 50. So, you know, that would be a nice 4 to 1. And if that trade worked out, that would be a great entry off of this engulfing off of resistance. Let's zoom out. This right here. What? It shows better on the daily, but I can so you can see it. All this support right here. Bam, bam, bam. Strong support. Broke it. Quick retest right here. Sold off. Now we get a major retest right here. And this could be a potential for a nice sell-off. Or this could be a nice setup for a breakout, retest, and buy for a continuation of the bull. So who knows? But I'm going to continuation for the larger trend, which is the daily. And we're looking for sales. So like I said, this is just to show you risk to reward. So I'm going to put stops above here. It's 40 pips. And we don't want to do a... How was that 40 pips? Got in it. 51. 91 would be 40, right? $61. That's weird. I put my stop loss here and it says out of range. Even I saw it down here. Only reason I can say that the spread must be high. But fuck it. I'm gonna put it up there. That's 50. And we're gonna go for 100. Bam, 2-1. Let me zoom in. It's a spread. 2 pips. Oh, we got another sale from. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Oh, now it's back at. That was weird. It was showing me negative 16 pips. Now it's showing negative 3. Let me go back down to my 1 hour and do this shit right. Okay. That's more like it. They had 60 pips and take profit 120. 2-1. Bam. Let's see how it works out. All right, guys. I'm going over my time. We're going to wrap this up. Like I said, we could be getting a bounce off of here for a bullish continuation, or this engulfing off of this resistance was the setup for sales. and we're gonna see how it plays out. With that, we out, and we're gonna see y'all next Sunday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Peace out.